Hi guys, welcome back to another SHIN Ramen series. Today I am back with the SHIN Ramen Black. Previously on our other SHIN Ramen episodes, we've tried the SHIN Ramen Red, the SHIN Ramen Kimchi, and the SHIN Ramen Light. And all three of them were really unique in their own way. The SHIN Ramen Light is lower in calories, the noodle are not fried, so it has a different texture. The SHIN Ramen Red is a bit more spicy than the normal SHIN Ramen. And the SHIN Ramen Kimchi has a bit more sour, fermented kimchi taste to it. So they're all really unique, and I'll leave the link in the description, so go check those out. But without further ado, let's go dig in and check out the SHIN Ramen Black. That's what it looks like. As you guys can see, there's chunks of beef on there, whereas on the normal SHIN Ramen one, it's just mushroom and some veggies on there. So I think the main difference should be that the broth will be more meaty in this one and a bit more vegetarian in this one. Without further ado, let's go make these and try them. Alright guys, it's been about 4 minutes that it's been cooking in hot water and it's ready. So here we go. Not that I haven't had this like 100 million times, but it's always good to, you know, get a refresher. So got the noodles here. Wish you guys could see it. Hopefully it doesn't spill. Let's give it a good mix. There's a lot of noodles in here. This is a big pack. I think it's 114 grams, so a lot of carbs in here, but super delicious, because who doesn't love carbs, right? A lot of noodles. I can see a lot of vegetable flakes, mushroom flakes, I think scallions and carrots, and yeah, pretty simple, you know, straightforward. I'm sure most of you have had SHIN Ramen, and if you haven't, it's time to try it because it's delicious. And personally, it's probably one of my favorite wet instant noodles out there. So SHIN Ramen and Jin Ramen are probably my two favorites, but you know, this is the OG, so here we go. Wow. Very peppery. Every time I taste it, I always forget what it tastes like. The pepperiness, the spiciness in here, even though it's not very spicy, it always surprises me because I always think that, oh, SHIN Ramen is like a very mild noodle, but it's got a nice kick. Not in a bad way, but in a very nice appetizing way. It's got its signature noodle texture. It's quite chewy, but not overly hard. I don't know how to describe SHIN Ramen noodle, but peppery, flavorful, meaty. This one tastes meaty, even though it has no meat in here. So I can only imagine what that one tastes like. It tastes just as good as I remember, and as you guys can see, I'm still going at it because the flavor is so good, it's so addictive. Once you have a bite, you just want to keep going at it and keep going. You know when you eat spicy noodles and it's so spicy and delicious and appetizing that you just want to keep eating and eating it, and you just don't stop until it's all done? That's how I feel right now. Like, I just want to keep going at it, but I've got to try this one before I feel my stomach and I can't eat it. So here we go. Oh, this one smells different. I can definitely already smell the difference in here. It tastes more sweet, it tastes less spicy, it tastes more creamy, if I could say creamy. I'm not sure if that's the right word for it, but the broth is less red. I'll show you guys a side-by-side comparison. So this one over here is the normal SHIN Ramen. It's quite red, as you guys can see. The broth is red, the noodles are quite thick and chewy, and there's not too much in the broth besides chunks of vegetables. I think that's fake meat right there. Quite simple. Now let's move on to the SHIN Ramen Black. First thing you can notice is that the broth itself is a lot more brown and less red, which to me just says that it's less spicy. And also it looks a bit more creamy to me. The broth itself doesn't look as clear, it looks more creamy and musky. And the ingredients wise, I think topping wise, it looks quite similar to me. You got the the meat or fake meat here. I'm not too sure what it is. You've got mushroom and less veggies in this one. So it's definitely more of a meatier, creamier flavor, but noodle is very similar, if not the same, the standard signature Shin Ramen noodles. So as you guys can see, the first difference is the broth. It smells different as well, it looks different, and I can't wait to try it. My mouth is salivating. It's definitely less spicy. I don't know if it's spicy at all or if it's a spice lingering from the normal original Shin, but this one doesn't taste nearly as spicy. The broth tastes a lot more diluted and bland compared to that one. That one is super flavorful. It packs a punch. This one, it tastes a lot more mild, a lot more creamy, a lot more smooth. If you don't like spice, this might be one that you can start out with to kind of like test the water, dip your feet in to see how you like it, whether you like it or not. And if you do, you can up it to the normal Shin. And if you like that, you can try the Shin Ramen Red, which is even more spicy. But this one, the flavor is more diluted. So let me give it another try and let you guys know what I think. The first bite didn't really give it justice, so let's see. The main difference is definitely that firstly it's less spicy and secondly it's more creamy. Overall, that one is more flavorful, but I'm gonna try the broth now next to each other and see. Yum. I thought this would taste meaty, but it doesn't taste meaty at all. In fact, that one tastes more meaty to me. So the packaging is a bit misleading. If you're buying the Shin Ramen Black thinking that it will have meat in there or it will taste like meat, it's not gonna taste like that. So don't buy it because you want to taste something meaty. None of the Shin Ramen noodles have meat in there, so don't buy Shin Ramen noodles hoping for that. Let's try the broth for this one. Yeah, a lot more flavor in here, a lot more spice. It tastes a bit meatier as well, as if it's cooked in like a beef stock. Personally, I gotta go with this one. This is my choice of instant noodle out of the two. Both are delicious. That one is definitely more bland to me, probably because I started out with the normal Shin. But maybe if I started out with that one, I would have tasted more flavor. But if you guys like flavorful instant noodles, this is your go-to. I recommend this one. But if you guys haven't really had Korean instant noodles before, the Shin Ramen Black is a good one to start out with because the flavors are a lot more gentle. It doesn't feel as spicy, just in case you can't handle the spice or you don't enjoy the spice. It still has that signature Shin Ramen flavor to it, but the broth itself is more creamy. The noodles taste the exact same. Overall, it's really delicious as well, but this is my choice. It's winter here in Sydney, guys, so eating this right now in the middle of the night feels so good. I've been feeling cold all night, just sitting at the desk watching YouTube, and this feels so good. It feels like it's warming me up from the inside out. It feels like I'm taking a hot bath even though I'm not. I wish I was. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode of Shin Ramen Noodles. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel for a lot more similar content. And like I said earlier, link in the description for the Shin Ramen Red, the Shin Ramen Kimchi, and the Shin Ramen Light noodle videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!